How many times have you thought that rocks falling from space landed on humans? A single incident in history has been officially documented in this regard, despite reports of other cases. In November of 1954, a meteorite weighing 4 kilograms fell and crashed on the surface of Anne Elizabeth Hood's house. This stone bounced off the radio and hit the poor lady's leg, leaving a big bruise. It can be said that the probability of such a small meteorite hitting a person on Earth is negligible, but it has indeed happened. So what if something bigger than this fell to Earth? For example, the largest asteroids of the solar system. Scientists today estimate there are millions of comets with diameters of 1 meter or larger in Earth's orbit. And every day, about 100 tons of them in the form of small sandy grains or small stones penetrate Earth's atmosphere, burning inside, leaving behind a glowing trail. 30 comets, each weighing 2,000 tons, are heading towards Earth's atmosphere. Sometimes their debris lands on Earth as meteorites. Meteorites over 20 meters in diameter have not fallen to Earth more than twice every 100 years. The most recent was the meteorite that fell on Chelyabinsk in Russia in 2013. Once every 1,000 years, a comet like the Tunguska comet, which is 75 meters in diameter, reaches the Earth's surface. Asteroids larger than 100 meters in diameter rarely reach the Earth, even less frequently, but saying it passes every few thousand years. The largest asteroids, which have diameters of several kilometers or more, a mile-sized asteroid hits our planet only once every 100 million years. But in this case, these asteroids become the cause of global disasters linked to the extinction of entire species. Perhaps one of these asteroids was responsible for the extinction of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. If there were no rains, winds, or various geological processes on Earth, would mark the planet with craters found on its surface, like those we can see on the Moon or Mercury. Archaeological evidence of extraterrestrial objects confirms that the presence of these objects on planets and moons is not at all a figment of science fiction. The arrival of these large stones is just a matter of time. Regarding speed, it could be significantly higher. Even the most advanced technologies will be far from capable of stopping them all in time. One of the most dangerous asteroids will come close to Earth in October 2028, and this is the asteroid 1997 XF11, which is likely to pass by our planet at a distance of up to 930,000 kilometers. It's a matter of time.
Crisis.
This makes it possible to spot it with regular telescopes. According to various estimates, the diameter of this comet ranges from 700 to 1,400 meters. Let's assume something went wrong, altering this asteroid's course directly towards Earth. The speed of this mass colliding with the Earth's surface will be 48,000 kilometers per hour. This will produce a destructive force equivalent to an explosion of 1 million megatons of energy. It's hard to imagine such a number. Imagine this comet partially burning up in the atmosphere or breaking into smaller pieces. If a piece of this asteroid, which is the size of an ordinary house, were to collide with its surface with such speed, the resulting destructive force would be equivalent to the blast of the Hiroshima bomb. It's about 20 kilotons. Such impact would cause the destruction of every reinforced concrete building within an 800-meter radius from the asteroid's impact site, and everything made of wood within a radius of 2.4 kilometers. They ignore debris. If the length of the fall equals the height of a 20-story building, and its width more than 60 meters, it will be the destructive power of the confrontation is almost equal to the explosive force of modern nuclear bombs. and it's almost 25 to 50 kilotons. It's enough to turn all the reinforced concrete in a circle with a diameter of 8 kilometers and its center at the impact site into debris. As a result, all forms of life in this area will perish. In the event that the asteroid 1997 XF11 hits the Earth in its entirety, the destructive power of the explosion will be 50 times that power, caused by the Hiroshima atomic bomb. Everything within a diameter ranging from 160 to 320 kilometers will be observable, turns to ash. If, for instance, the impact site is in New York City, nothing alive would remain from the palace to the capital, Washington. Except for highly resistant bacteria, the impact will release massive amounts of dust into the atmosphere, forming clouds that will block sunlight from reaching Earth. So any likely survivor from a potential frostbite will perish. If such an asteroid falls into the ocean, it will create a massive wave reaching up to 30 meters in height, sweeps everything in its path on the nearby beaches. This asteroid is one of several potentially dangerous objects that could destroy life forms on Earth. The most dangerous of these objects is Ceres. In 2006, scientists changed its status from an asteroid to a dwarf planet. The diameter of Ceres reaches 945 kilometers. Discovery Channel staff have created an animation showing the effects of the impact resulting from a collision between Earth and Ceres. According to the video, this object about to collide with Earth will first block sunlight from a significant portion of the Earth's surface, and upon reaching the atmosphere, the asteroid will begin to disintegrate. Afterwards, Ceres will head towards the planet's depths, generating huge tsunami waves. The power of impact is immensely huge, as parts of our planet would directly scatter into space. But those parts won't stay there for long. The resulting debris will fall back as a stone rain over every part of our planet. The Himalayan mountain range, including Mount Everest, will burn, turning into a flat plain. It is likely that there will be no survivors after such a docking with Earth. Thank God, it's unexpected to have a confrontation with Ceres in the near future. But this virtual experiment shows us how fragile and susceptible life on our planet is. According to scientists from NASA, an asteroid with a diameter of 10 kilometers is enough to destroy life forms on Earth. It is 95 times smaller than Ceres. And since a collision with a large asteroid will happen sooner or later, researchers are working hard to avoid such a catastrophe. The best way to do that is to change the path of an asteroid or destroy it in space before it reaches us. In pursuit of this, NASA, along with SpaceX, plans to launch the spacecraft Darna, whose mission is to dock with the moon orbiting Didymos, which will be in October 2022, several million kilometers from Earth. The palace is decorated with 500 kilograms and measures 12.5 by 2.4 meters. The diameter of this asteroid's moon reaches 50 meters, and according to scientists' calculations, the spacecraft will collide with the moon at a speed of 6 kilometers per hour. This will allow them to determine if a minor collision will affect the orbit of a constellation. And no matter what, the direction of Didymos and its moon won't be directly towards Earth after this experiment, because their paths are not currently aligned with our planet's. The truth for each of us: the chance of any of us dying from an asteroid impact is very small, even smaller than the chance of being struck by lightning. It reaches 1 in 280,000. But these statistics apply to individuals. If we talk about the planet as a whole, the risk factor will increase. Do you think technology will be able to protect us from future events? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments.